Hello everybody. Welcome back to my Let's Play series that I'm calling Let's Go Fishing North Atlantic. In the last episode, we were Pollock fishing up by Digby, and I didn't realize I had hit the quota, or was really even getting close to it, but honestly I wasn't even paying attention. I'd kind of forgotten about it, forgot to mention it to you guys. And so I ended up having to kind of change gears and start going after redfish. Well, I kind of forgot to hit the old start and record button when I started this, but I had located some redfish through some tips at a bar, and I've already been out here and we've already picked up one set of 5 lines. I have set up another 3 lines in a really hot spot, so I'm hoping we can get another good amount here shortly, but I'm going to finish gutting these fish while the ship is taking us back on into port. I've noticed that redfish are a lot easier to gut. I'm getting a lot more 5-star guttings with redfish, and I think a lot of it's because the line for some reason seems to be a little more centered on the fish for redfish than they are for pollocks. So we're going to go ahead and finish gutting these, and then I'll see y'all here in port here in a little bit where we're going to sell these. Till then. Alright everybody, here we are at Lunenburg. This Lunenburg port is currently offering the best rate on redfish. And wow, would you look at that, a full load of 86,000 pounds worth of redfish, net income $394,000. Now that's with the 8,000 taken out. So we would have broken 400,000 if I didn't have to pay the crew. But, you know, we got to pay the crew for a fair day's work. So there's that. So we're currently sitting at $1.3 million. Now that is with a loan. I did take some loans, or a loan. I've got 2 loans. Got a $200,000 loan and a $140,000 loan. And I believe that what we're going to do now is I believe I can afford another ship. And since I can take out another loan, we're going to go ahead and take out another loan just to make sure we don't have what happened the last time when I purchased this boat, where I ran out of money before I bought everything. Because we can always pay down our debt with any excess money. So we're going to go ahead and take out that loan. And, oh wow, we could take out some more if we wanted to. But I don't think that's necessary. So I'm going to do a little bit of research real quick and run around to some ports and check some stuff out. I do still have some lines out, so we can't abandon those yet because I'll probably get another good lump sum from that. So we'll see y'all here in just a minute. Alright, folks, and we're back out here. We're going to go ahead and take in these 5 long lines that I placed. I know earlier I said that I'd placed 3, but I went ahead and placed 2 more. Just to, I guess, be on the safe side, or let's just try to maximize our haul out here, especially if it might be one of our last ones with this boat. That being said, I'm kind of thinking and leaning maybe going after a lobster boat next. I don't know. We'll see. I still hadn't made it around to all the ports yet to see what all the options are, but I know that this is another milestone, is once you get to like that $1 to $1.5 million range, you can start really branching out and getting larger ships. Of course, we could stay. I mean, we're making really good money with this ship right now, but, you know, if we can get larger ships, larger capacities, or maybe, you know, with lobsters, there's one boat that I believe that we can afford right now that we can start setting multi-pots, and what that is instead of just sending one pot down at a time, we can actually send, you know, 10, 15, 20 pots in a string, kind of like a long line. And that really allows you to maximize your... Oh, look at that, we've reached our yearly quota for redfish, so that's probably going to be the end of our journey here. But lobsters, once you get the multi-pots, you can really start setting more, obtaining more money for your lobsters. You're able to break in a lot more than you can with just single pots in a quicker amount of time. So we'll see y'all here shortly. We're going to head back to port. I do believe that's going to be all the redfish we're going to be able to catch. Alright, folks, so we're in port here at Lunenburg, and I have one of my favorite ships in the game. Of course, we can't afford it yet, but the Arctic Pioneer is I really like this ship. This is about the biggest ship I've ever obtained in the game. I haven't ever played it out. I know the Atlantic Catcher is, I guess, the largest crabbing snow crab boat in the game, and I've obviously never gotten that one either. That's a whopping $29 million. But that is kind of the in-game goal for me, is to obtain this ship. However, the Arctic Pioneer, I really do like this ship. It's a really good lobster. It can hold 300 lobster pots, which is just a bunch. And you can set them out in multi-pots of, I think, up to 20, if I remember correct. But and it has like 6 crew members, so you can really go through the crabbing situation with this ship, and it's definitely a ship that we're going to work our way up to. But until then, I'm still looking for a boat to buy. I have one in mind, just haven't made it there yet to confirm the price tag on it. When I do, you'll see what I'm talking about. So we're in port over here at Lockport, and Lockport is actually a really neat port. Kind of unique in the game, I suppose. It's got this, I'm not sure what you call them, levees, I guess, or man-made. I would assume that that is not natural. I'm pretty sure those are man-made. Little entryway into the port here, and if you're using the fast travel system, I've actually ran aground on that levee before, because fast travel, it's not, I mean, you can see on the map right here, it doesn't fully show the true nature of the levee, and so I've actually ran aground on that before in a previous games. There we go. Kind of had a little, got stuck there in the menu. However, I was kind of looking at the ships available here, and the Ocean Runner is not a bad ship, but we've kind of already really surpassed it, in my opinion. Now, we could purchase it and continue longline fishing. I mean, the quotas are a lot larger on this ship. The current ship we have, that's really the only downfall, is the quota for redfish on it's only 88,000 pounds, and I didn't even remember that. And that's pretty much the max capacity of the ship. One trip with redfish and you're there. Pollock, we were about 300,000 pounds is all we could take with it. So we could purchase this ship for half the cost, pay down some of our loans, obtain 2 more crew members, and go back out there with some more 5,000 hook long lines. It's very, very possible. However, I think we might be able to jump past it. I don't know. It's still up there. It's still up there. We may get it. However, but with quotas, you can upgrade your fishing quotas under the upgrades tab. But it's very expensive to do so, and I'm not entirely sure that it really will pay off. But we could spend $1 million and add 60% to the quota for all species of fish. But I don't think it's necessarily worth it right now. It might be worth it in game when we're doing a bunch of snow crabs or something like that, and we fill up and we've still got some season left. But until then, I don't think we're going to mess with it. I think we're just going to find another ship and sell this one and keep fishing. So we'll see y'all here shortly. We're going to head to Ingles Point, or Ingle Island, Ingles Head. If I remember right, I think there's another ship on the back side of this island here. I don't know if it's one we want to get or not, but we're going to go check it out anyway. Might as well at least unlock it and make it available for purchase, right? So here we are at Ingles Head. And we're going to go ahead and fire the old engine up here and pull on out of port. And then we'll fast travel to the back side of the island once we get out of the little docking area here and we're allowed to fast travel. Ooh, don't want to fast travel there. I want to say it's somewhere on the back side of this island. Well, thought. Oh, there it is. And it's dark out here. Oh, there it is. You can barely see it. Can't remember which boat that is, but it's available now, so we'll go check it out. Oh yeah, that one. I can't tell you how to pronounce that one. Vivek, Catherine, maybe? I know it's got large quotas and long lines, and it's a netting. You can net fish with it as well. 6 crew members, so that could be pretty handy. I think you can. I think you're allowed access to a freezer with this one too, and machine gutting for the fish, so which makes it go by quite a bit faster. And it's only 895,000, so that one is definitely a possibility. And then we have the Knots Guilty here. This is, I think, the first boat, one of the first boats you can come across with multi-pot for lobster. This is a lobster-only fishing vessel. So it's April 20th now, and I believe lobster ends maybe in May. I'd have to look it up in the game, in the wiki section. So I'm not entirely sure we want to go after a lobster dedicated ship when lobster season's about to end. But anyways, we're still keeping our options open. I'm still keeping my eyes out. But I think we might just might go with this ship. So I think I'm gonna do a little more research and compare it with the Ocean Runner. I think the Ocean Runner has larger Pollock and redfish size or quotas. And where was I going? I was going somewhere, and now I can't remember where I was going to go with that. Oh yeah, the seasons, fish seasons. So lobster ends May 31st, so we're about a month out till the ending of lobster, and it doesn't start back up again until November. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Pollock and redfish are in season all year long. So I think getting a ship with a bigger quota in those is better in the long run. But I'll be honest with you, once we get around here to July or August, we might skip a couple weeks until we get to the start of crabbing season, because by the time we get here, I think we're going to have enough to get a good either crabbing vessel or lobster vessel. And in my opinion, that's where you really start making money, is when you can really start putting out lots of pots and start collecting the crabs or the lobsters in large scales and large quantities. So I think I'm going to head back to Lockport, I believe is where the Ocean Runner is at. And we're going to compare it, because you can only take about 110,000 redfish in that one. I want to say this one over here had a lot more. Oh yeah, 440,000. So I think this is the ship we're going to end up purchasing here. No, I do not need a long line tutorial. I guess I could check mark that little box that says quit asking me, but let's see. It's been a long time since I've had this this boat. Oh, come on. Yes. It's been a while since I had this boat. So we have okay, long line, and we're still hand gutting. Let's check the upgrades. I can't remember if you can get a machine gut on this boat or not. Does not look like it. Oh yes, we can. Okay, so we can get yeah, it's 10 times faster than if performed manually, so that's going to speed up a lot of things. So we'll go ahead and add that to the cart. Oops, sorry. Radar. We'll go ahead and bump our radar up a little bit, because we're going to be going a little further out to sea, and there is some fast travel points far out there. Go ahead and add the engine. Storage, we'll go ahead and bump the storage up. And grab our flashing buoys. And oh yeah, we'll definitely get some side thrusters. Those help quite a bit. And sonar, we're going to go ahead and grab the best sonar we have available right now. And you know, a lot of people run the autopilots. I guess we can go ahead and buy it. I haven't really ever ran them very well. I know a lot of people use them for deep line fishing, which I really haven't gotten into in this game. But that's something we can definitely do on this channel, is start doing some longline fishing for some marlin and tuna. But since we have the ability to, I'm going to go ahead and grab another crew member. And so we have 1.7, 1.3. That's one of these 1.3s is probably what we're going to get. Yeah, that's the next lowest. Let's see here. We're going to be doing some long line. So we've already got a long line hauler. Machine gutter is at 5. Machine gutting is 5. That one's a little bit cheaper by $300. So we'll grab Josh here. As far as training goes, we're going to train him. We got $900,000, so let's go ahead and max level him in long line hauling, and we'll give him some points in machine gutting. Oh, that actually just maxed him out. I did not notice that. And let's see here. Yes, I know we don't have any baited line yet. Gonna try not to blow all of our money to where we have to do another mission. Where am I at? There we are. Okay. So we got 2 spots for machine gutting and 1 for the long line haul. So what we're gonna do is we're going to give our other Josh a little bit of a boost in machine gutting here. Let's just go 10 levels. That'll put him at 15. And you know, we do need, let's see, he's also the best. Rudy's the best at cooking we have so far. Oops. Where are we at? We're at 5. And we'll bump him up. I know it seems like we're blowing a lot of money on these crew guys right now, but I promise you it really comes to fruition not too much further down the road. Alright, fishing gear, buy long lines, and we're going to buy some 5,000. We can get 30 of them. Really don't think we need that much. Baiting them, we'll go krill because we're going to go after those redfish again. Alright, so we got 20 there. And I believe that we are ready to go back out. So right around here was, oh yeah, those have set way too long for me to go pick up now. I wasted way too much time. That's okay though. We'll go back out there. By now they should be somewhere down there, but let's just see at the bar here if we have any tips. Oh. Bar tips. We have from a week ago, and that's free, so we might as well grab it, right? And it actually looks like we're probably, yeah, it's these guys down here. So there's some way out here off the coast. I haven't made it that far yet. I really don't like taking a ship very far down there because you can encounter whales and stuff. And supposedly, I've never seen it, but I've read and heard that they can damage your ship if they surface too close and stuff like that. So we're going to hold off a little bit until we get a little bit bigger of a ship. We could probably be just fine down there, but I haven't purchased insurance on this ship yet. I really don't want to wreck it. And really anything over about $600,000, I'm going to buy insurance because I ran into a problem in one of my first playthroughs in this game where I had about $1 million ship, and there was some weird glitch that when I got into port, another ship, like an AI ship, just came strolling through and ran right into me and sunk. And I lost that ship. So, alright, well, we're going to head on out there, and I'll see y'all when we get out there. Alright, folks, we're out here, and we're just south of where we placed our last set of buoys, and I have my own little marker that I placed here. That's generally how you can tell whether it's a tip or a marker you place, is because the tips will have a little arrow that shows kind of a direction of travel that they're traveling in. But as you can see, they're still out here, so we're going to go ahead and drop a line right here. Of course, they've swam past us now, or we've sailed over them. I'm not sure exactly how the game figures out what's what, but and what, you know, falls under that little catch radius of those guys. But odds are we're probably not going to see another one now that I've set a line. But We'll go ahead and have Victor prep another line there. While he's setting this line, we'll give a little tour of the Ocean Runner. So the Ocean Runner is a neat little ship. We've got our kitchen here. He's currently making food for everybody. So we have our machine gutting station here. This is that goes back into the crew compartments where these guys spawn from. It's actually a pretty wide ship too. So here's our hauling gear. So it's a neat little ship. Little, I mean, it's still kind of a big boat. Bigger boat than I've ever seen in real life, put it that way. Got our little captain's quarters or captain's chair here. Happy Canada Day, but go ahead and start turning on some of our lights. I always like to keep the lights on. I think I've said that before. And we're about halfway done with spreading this line here. This last 250 meters, which is about what we've spread out. That's the fish we've seen. That's the first little bit that we kind of missed there. But that's what's appeared since we've started dropping. Hopefully we get and see some more here shortly. Really make it worth our while out here. That would be nice. We've got quite a bit of loans to pay back before we start making good money again. But I think with the amount of with the quota that we have on this ship, I think we'll be doing pretty good. And then once we get through the redfish and the pollock, I believe, oops, wrong button there. I believe the haddock season is coming up. Yeah, it's gonna start. We're out of season right now, but it'll start in June. We can start catching some haddock. Mackerel, I believe the only way we can catch mackerel is net fishing, but don't quote me on that. I believe I've caught them net fishing before, and I never really got into the net fishing in this game. We can definitely try it out with one of these ships that's equipped for net, or that can be equipped for net fishing. But I don't know that I've ever caught any silver hake. I've caught a few cod, and of course lobsters. So I've never gotten to crabbing yet. I really want to get to snow crabbing. It makes me feel like Deadliest Catch or something. And there we go. First one set. We might get a decent little yield off of that. Once we get 100 meters away, we can drop another line, and look at all these fish we're passing up here. That's about right. We'll go ahead and drop a line here, but probably shot myself in the foot over that one. But that's the way it goes sometimes. So I'm going to go ahead and drop some of these lines out, and we'll see you here shortly. Alright, everybody. So we laid out a total of 5 long lines out here. And we've waited about 19 hours, almost 20 hours. And I know this says 1 and then jumps to 6, 7, 8, 9. You're like, man, how'd that happen? Well, it's because I had all those other lines that were up here that have now gone away. Anyways, long story short, that's why it skipped from 1 to 6. But anyways, I have 5 total out here. And 8, 9, I'm not sure we'll get a whole lot on. And I'm really not 100% believe that I have placed these in really good spots. Now the fish are showing up, of course. But anyways, we will see. We've got Victor out there getting ready to haul this in. I got the other 2 ready to start machine gutting these fish. So we will see what kind of yield we get on these. And it doesn't look too bad right now. Good job, Victor. Appreciate your hard work and dedication. Doing a good job, doing a good job. And as soon as he brings them in, they'll go over to the machine gutter and they will start working over there. And you can see they've already processed 400, 500, 600, 700. That machine gutter works a lot quicker than doing it by hand. So number 6 over here is going to be our next one. See, look at that. They've already done 9,000 pounds just in that little fast travel we did there. So in other news, I have on the 5th episode that I've recorded, finally decided to name the channel and get all that squared away. So this looks like it's going to be a pretty decent haul right here. Anyways, I've decided on Lone Star 10-7, and maybe over time I'll kind of explain the name a little bit better, but Lone Star is pretty obvious. I think I've said it before. I'm pretty sure I have. I'm from Texas, so, you know, Lone Star State, Lone Star, Texas. So that's where that comes from. As far as the 10-7, there may be a select group of people out there that understand what that means, but maybe one day I'll go into it. If this thing really kicks off, I'll go into a little bit more of my background and who I really am. But until then, I'd like to keep things a little bit private as possible. I enjoy my privacy. So there's our second line right there. And I didn't even see how much we actually pulled in on the first one. 16,000 on that one, 12,000 on the first one. So that's pretty good. These were from a few days ago. Let me go ahead and clear some of this out. It's not too bad. I will take it. All right. Where are we at with our gutting? Oh yeah, see that the machine gutter just moves a lot quicker than hand gutting it. Now I don't know exactly. Yeah, the machine gutter does pretty good. We're getting 5 stars, very few 4 stars out of that, so that works for me. Oh, that's a long line right there. That one will be pretty good. That would be better than I thought it was going to be. We'll put it that way. So here's the machine gutter, and you can see them working over here, I guess, with invisible fish. Oh yeah, this is going to be a good hole right here. It's actually a pretty big boat. I know I've said that before. Man, Victor over there killing it. That's what I'm talking about. And that's why I really insist on leveling up things like hauling fairly quickly. Because this guy will sit here and start hitting the perfects, and he will bring us in quite a little bit of a bonus on every line that's brought in. Oh man, them fish are going wild. Alright, let's see how much we pulled in that time. 38,000 pounds. That's amazing. So we've only got 20,000 remaining. So I think we're actually going to skip line 8. Since line 7 did so good, I have a feeling line 8's going to bring quite a bit in, and I think 9 isn't going to bring us much, and that might kind of help even out since we've only got 20,000 pounds remaining. If that brings in another 38,000, I hate to miss out on 20,000 worth of weight. I'd rather take the chance of trying to run back to shore back to port and selling what we have and coming back for it and getting 38,000 if possible. Don't know that that'll happen because we are a long way from shore. As a matter of fact, you can't even see shore, but shore is going to be back over there. We're several nautical miles out. Probably 12 or 15, I would guess. We'll check here in a minute, but we'll go ahead and pick up this last one here. I don't think this one's going to be very good. I say that, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 fish hooked, so we might lose some here, but if that one over there has 38,000 pounds worth on it, I really don't want to lose 20,000. I'd rather lose a couple thousand over 20, so. So I think that's pretty much common sense, but and these guys are putting in work over here, getting all them fish gutted. Yeah, we're probably going to lose a little bit here, but that's alright. $4,000. I told you I'd much rather lose 4,000 than more than that. So Victor over here, we're gonna let him go back to resting. Let these guys finish up gutting that last bit there while we work our way to port. Well, we're not as far as I thought we were. We're only 5 nautical miles out. So just because I want to get back out here, hopefully before that one goes, it's gonna be rough, but we'll just run back to the quickest port we have. May not make the biggest bank on it, but I'm going to apologize. This episode is probably going to run a little bit longer than I anticipated. Let's see, are we finished gutting? Yes, we are. Fantastic. You guys are awesome. 381,000 right there. I will take it. 13,000 total goes to my crew. We're now up to 3.3% on the rate. That's because we hired Josh, and he comes with a 1.3%. So we will take that, and let's go ahead and see if we can't start paying down some of these loans a little bit. We can pay that one, we can pay off that one. We still have this one, but we'll get it paid off probably in the next haul. While we're here, we're going to go ahead and check the bar, check for tips. No, we're not lobster fishing, so I'm not going to pay for that tip. We're going to go ahead and work our way back out there and see if we can't get to that last one before it expires, which I don't know that we're going to. Well, we'll get there before it expires, but before it starts decaying, we'll see. See y'all there. Alright guys, here we are, and as y'all can see, it's now to a green instead of a blue. So it has started decaying some, but we'll see what we pull in over here. Hopefully it's still a pretty good haul. Ooh, I forgot we gotta get Victor out there. Let's see, Victor's got to make it to his post there before it'll pick up. So I kind of like that in the game. Oh, that's not Victor. That's Josh, and I can't move him. Oh well, we're probably gonna screw up there because he's not. I don't think he's very well trained in hauling line. Yeah, he just missed that one. Fantastic. Oh well, I can't get mad at him. That was on me. Alright, that's that. We probably didn't get much. Yeah, 6,000. Oh well. It is what it is. we'll make our way back to port. I don't even know what the good prices are. 181 there, 219, 196. We'll just go back to Lockport. We don't have much anywhere. We're not going to make a huge fortune off of this, but only 6,000 pounds. But I want to work my way around and try to get some more tips and get a better location on where those redfish are. $30,000. All right, folks. Well, this is going to end it for this episode, and we'll catch y'all out on the next one. Thanks for joining me here on Lone Star 10-7 Gaming Channel. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, all the normal things the YouTubers say. I'd appreciate it. And we'll see y'all next time.